Yo, what's going on, guys? Ethan, hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to another video on the channel, and we are back. Cash game grind. We are out here, encore, daytime. What's it? It's a Monday right now, 3 p.m. I've honestly, realistically, when I was coming out here, I really wish there was a tournament because I'm having a lot more fun playing tournaments and having a lot more fun making the tournament videos for you guys. But we're gonna stick with the monotonous cash game grind. Let's just try to be very straightforward today. No need to really bluff or try to be too fancy. Let's just play straightforward for value. We're playing 1-3. There's really no need to do anything, and we're too short to bluff anyways. So I'm in a right state of mind right now in my head. At least I'm in the right mood to not bluff, to play smart, to play well, and just kind of grind it out. So, and just kind of pick my spots and not play too much, don't play too aggro, just play smart. So that I'm in the mood for that. So ideally, the hands that we're gonna go over, I don't fuck up in any way. But, I mean, I think I'm gonna probably play more 2-5 in the weekends when I do come out here. So my schedule of playing, I think, everyone wants to know my schedule. I have a more fixated schedule now. I'm probably gonna play, for at least for this month, a lot on Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays during the day. Take advantage of the high hand promo that they're running. It's absolutely insane. And Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, play then, and then I'll take Saturdays and Sundays off, usually just to edit some videos. So that's usually when I'll be playing, and Monday and Tuesdays aren't really the best days to play 2-5, but I guess we'll find out when we get here. Right now, see what the action's like around the room, and we'll adjust from there. But at least for now, I'm thinking about playing 2-5 on Fridays. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, we are pulling into the garage right now, and let's get into some hands. We hop into the 1-3, and the first playable hand that we get, we have pocket 10s under the gun. Here, I am going to raise things up to $15, and early position player 3-bets to 35. It folds all the way back to me, and he is sitting with a decent size stack, definitely covering me, and looks kind of like a newish player, but yeah, $35 3-bets. What in the world is happening? I don't know. But anyways, I just go ahead and call, and let's go to a flop out of position. Flop comes 5, 6, 6, 2 diamonds out there, so we do flop an overpair. I go ahead and check. He throws out a pretty large bet of $50. I think he has a fairly small 3-betting range pre-flop. So here with my overpair, I just don't believe him just yet. I'm really only beating ace-king. I don't even know if he 3-bets ace-queen, to be honest with you. So here I just go ahead and make the call, not really feeling comfortable or great about it. The turn is the queen of spades, not a great card at all for us, and we go ahead and check. He quickly checks it back, which is an interesting line. I just assumed that he would fire in this spot all the time. But anyways, let's go to a river, which is the 4 of clubs. Pretty safe river card, and I obviously am gonna just have to check in this spot with my pocket 10s. He throws out a bet of $100, and it's just a really weird line that he's taken. I'm just not really sure or comfortable in this spot. So I mean, holding pocket 10s right now is mainly just a bluff catcher, and I should probably just be folding this all the time. So like, for all those reasons that I should be folding, I go ahead and toss in the call, and he shows pocket aces. He takes us to Value Town, and just a really bad loose call here. Next hand we play, we have pocket 9s in early position, and I opened it up to $15. The player to my left 3-bets to 35. Different player 3-betting to $35. I'm not really sure what's going on this 1-3 table. And we get a cutoff in the small blind who cold call, and action to me, 20 bucks more, never getting away. Let's just try to set mine with pocket 9s, and I decide to make the call. We're gonna go 4 ways to a flop, which comes Jack, Deuce, 3, 2 spades out there. So not the flop that we're looking for. When action checks to me, I'm gonna check, obviously. The pre-flop raiser to my left, or the 3-better, he goes ahead and fires a bet of $125. The small blind goes ahead and calls all in for less. Obviously, we are getting out of the way. 3-better has pocket queens. Small blind has ace-king of hearts. Queens holds, and yeah, people are 3-betting really small. I guess it's for the high hand bonus and the potential of seeing flops. That's why 3-bets are looking really, really small with premium hands. Shortly after that, we looked down at pocket aces in the small blind, and here we're in for 2 binds, in for $600 so far, so not off to a good start at all. There's 3 limpers to me, and awesome. We're gonna probably get some people to play. I go ahead and raise things up to $17. With those 3 limpers, everyone folds. We don't get any action with pocket aces, unfortunately, and we're moving on. So after about playing an hour of 1-3, we go ahead and move to a new 2-5 game. 1-3 at this point is just almost unplayable. Literally every hand that I'm not a part of is a limped pot. It's like a 6-way limped pot, and whenever someone raises, everyone's gonna be folding. I'm not sure why. You'd think there'd be crazy action, which there is decent action, but everyone's there just trying to hunt out the high hand bonus. And as much as you guys say that 1-3 isn't even playing poker, this is really like playing bingo. So a new 2-5 game opens up. We move into that one, and let's get into it. This first hand that we're gonna go over, we have ace-8 of diamonds in the hijack, sitting in the stack around 650. I raise things up to $25 over 2 limpers, and previous action states that it's a pretty passive table, but both of them decide to make the call. So we're gonna go to a flop which comes 9 deuce 4, 2 diamonds in a club out there. Action checks to me with my nut flush draw. Obviously, we're gonna go ahead and c-bet this to $45. We get an under the gun player who limped makes the call. Let's go to a turn heads up, which is the queen of clubs, bringing a backdoor flush draw and a card that really smashes my range. When he checks to me, I'm just going to continue here. A lot of hands that would call on that board would put into a lot of pressure when the queen comes. So let's just fire again on a medium-sized bet of $90. He folds pretty quickly, so we get away with it with ace high and take it down. Hey, and after that, we have king jack offsuit in the hijack, and we're playing 7-handed at this point. On the end player limps, the player to my right goes ahead and raises to $20. I am going to make the call, the cutoff calls, and the limper also calls. So we're gonna go multi-way to this flop here. The flop comes pretty dry and pretty unconnected. It's 9-4 deuce rainbow. Action checks to me, not going to bet into 3-4 other people here, so I decide to check, and action checks all the way around. The turn is the king of diamonds, bringing a backdoor flush draw, and action checks to me once again. Here, hitting top pair, obviously, let's go for some value and thin out the field. I go ahead and bet $40, and we get 2 players who make the call, the cutoff, and the pre-flop raiser. So here, middle position, let's try to fade some diamonds and get some more value. The river is the 4 of clubs, and here I'm pretty confident in this spot. I go ahead and bet $60 when action checks to me. Super small sizing, trying to get calls from weaker kings, or maybe even a 9 that's really sticky. Unfortunately, both fold, so we take it down in this spot here. Next spot we get involved in, we have ace queen offsuit under the gun. I open it up to $20, and we get 3 callers, the button and the small and big blind. So let's go to a flop multi-way once again. The flop comes queen 8-3, 2 hearts out there, and the blinds actually checked in the dark, both of them. Both blinds checked in the dark, and I'm here going to act. Flopping top on a flush draw board, let's go ahead and bet on the larger side to $65. And we only get 1 caller in the big line. So interesting line to check in the dark, and I guess he connected with this board in some fashion. So we're gonna go heads up to a turn, which is the 6 of clubs, bringing a backdoor flush draw. He thinks for like a good minute and a half, and ends up tanking and checking. And now it's a weird spot. I'm not really sure what he's thinking about. Like, he has all the pocket pairs in his range, and he could have a set here, like just, I guess, pocket 3s. I'm not really sure. I don't think he really has 8s a whole lot of the time when he checks in the dark, but here, I guess, I just didn't think he had a flush draw. I just thought he either had something that might have beaten me, so I take a very lower variance route and just check it back with top, especially when there's 2 flush draws out there. I don't know. He thought about it for way too long. I didn't really know what to make of it, so with that said, let's just check and try to get 2 streets of value for a head, and just play a lower variance route and just go into the call mode whenever he bets on the river. So I don't know what was going on there. I don't know, but we're gonna go to a river, which is the 5 of diamonds, and he does actually lead out into us and bets on this river card, $90. Here, I'm obviously just not going anywhere. Played a little bit of pot control on the turn, so with top, never going anywhere, especially when the flush draws brick out. So I go ahead and call. He announces that he has an 8, so maybe he had an 8 and a flush, the club's flush draw. I'm not entirely sure, but we got some additional value on the river at least, so we take it down there. Last thing we'll go over, we have pocket 8s in the big blind. The undergun player limps and the middle position player raises to $25. I go ahead and make the call, and the undergun player calls as well. So 3 ways to a flop out of position. Flop is decent for 8s. It's 10, 9, 6, 2 diamonds out there. So we do flop a gutter ball on a fairly connected board. So I decide to check, and undergun player checks, and the pre-flop raiser checks as well. So here it really seems like we're definitely ahead of the pre-flop raiser here in this spot. If we find a pretty brick turn, we're probably going to be ahead of the pre-flop raiser. Now we're just going to make sure that we're ahead of the undergun player with pocket 8. So we do have 2 overs in there. Let's just try to hit a gutter ball. The turn is the 3 of spades. And here, I really thought about bleeding out here. Like, this is one of the really good cards for us, but we do have middle pair, and there's 2 overs to our pair, so it's very much a suicidal bet. So I just go ahead and elect to check. The undergun player bets $60. The middle position player, the guy who raised, folds. And I decided to go ahead and call the $60 here. It was a really large sizing. It pretty much, I mean, it's like a 3/4 size bet. And I just think that he's just trying to blow us, the both of us, off the hand right now. So we could be ahead sometimes, but we do have some equity. I go ahead and make the call. So we're gonna go to a river, which is the 3 of clubs, and I go ahead and check. He checks it back, he shows pocket 5s, and we take it down with 8s. So not a bad result there. Wrapping up my session now, we played an hour of 1-3, and followed after that we played about 3.5 hours of 2-5, and calling it a day so far. Totally fine with ending it here. So I don't know how much I touched upon like the 1-3 game right now at Encore for this month, but it's bad. It's so bad. Every other pot that I'm not involved in, it's like a 5-6 way limped pot every single time. Everyone's playing for the high hand promo, which totally makes sense, absolutely, but it's not even poker. Like, people, I see you guys in the comment section saying like 1-3 is playing bingo. And as much as it is playing bingo regularly with this $1,000 high hand per 20 minutes, oh my god, it's not even like, it's worse than bingo. It's ridiculous. So everyone's just limping around trying to get the high hand, and it's not even poker. So ventured off to 2-5, where you can at least, one, I take it a little bit more seriously because it's more money, and secondly, playing against better players helps me improve, and also helps, yeah, just that's really it. It helps me improve, helps me kind of see where I'm at in my game, and I think we're sticking with this. So final results, I played an hour of 1-3, and I ended up losing $260 something, and played 3 hours of 2-5, made $270 something, so a profit of $7 between those 2 sessions combined. And yeah, I think we're gonna go with 2-5 moving forward, at least for this month. Last 4 times I've played 2-5, I've actually cashed out green. So it's super small sample size, obviously, but at the very least, I take the game a little bit more seriously, because I think 1-3 right now with a $300 buy-in, I really don't care about it. Way too loose, making really loose river calls with the pocket 10s, and it's just not it's just not me right now. I'm not really playing poker. It seems like you're just waiting around to get cards and play very straightforward and straight up, and people are just gonna call you, so you kind of have to not bluff as much. So anyways, we're gonna test out the 2-5 waters, see what's going on. But today, wrapped up, 2-5 just seems a little bit more like mentally draining. I'm also super hungry, and also we were playing fairly short. We were like 6-7 handed the whole time, and the table is now full of regs, so I just left, and I'm happy with making $7 on the day. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for following along, and we booked a green cash day once. I think this is like the first green cash day in like 2.5 weeks or something horrible. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.